Everyone, welcome to this beautiful Colorado morning. Let's thank Sid Whiting, head of the Cultural Immersion Program at the American Indian Academy of Denver, and the White Mountain Singers for starting our morning off right. My name is Happy Haynes, and I'm honored to be the Executive Director of Denver Parks and Recreation. And I'd like to call up, before we begin, really in the spirit of what we have just done, Councilwoman Jamie Torres, who will read our land acknowledgement.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Happy. It's my honor to read this. Denver Parks and Recreation honors and acknowledges the land on which we reside is the traditional territory of the Ute, Cheyenne, and Arapaho peoples. We also recognize the 48 contemporary tribal nations that are historically tied to the lands that make up the state of Colorado. We honor elders past, present, and future, and those who have stewarded this land throughout generations. We also recognize that government, academic, and cultural institutions were founded upon and continue to enact exclusions and erasures of Indigenous peoples. May this acknowledgement demonstrate a commitment to working to dismantle ongoing legacies of oppression and inequities and recognize the current and future contributions of Indigenous communities in Denver. Thank you.
Thank you. We want to thank Council President Jamie Torres and also Councilwoman Amanda Sandoval. And thank you for allowing us to use this land acknowledgement. And we also want to recognize the Denver American Indian Commission, who are represented here today by Raven Payment, Joshua Emerson, and Danielle Seawalker. Thank you all for your role in creating this land acknowledgement for us. And today we get to put words into action. Today we celebrate that 35 bison will be transferred to Native American tribes to help establish, support, and sustain conservation herds across the United States. We are proud to honor the historic and cultural connections between bison and the tribal communities through this transfer. I want to make a few acknowledgments and introductions. From the Northern Arapaho tribe, we are honored to have with us today Kim Whiteman Harjo. Kim. From the Eastern Shoshone, we have Jason Valdez, who is also the Senior Tribal Buffalo Program Manager for the National Wildlife Federation and a board member of the Intertribal Buffalo Council. Jason, would you raise your hand? Thank you. We're very honored to also have the head of the Intertribal Buffalo Council, Troy Heiner. Where is Troy? From the Yuchi tribes, we have Dr. Richard Grounds. Richard, raise your hand. Thank you. From the Tall Bull Memorial Council, I would like to welcome and acknowledge Richard Tall Bull, Executive Director of the Tall Bull Memorial Council, William Bill Tall Bull, President and Chairman of the Tall Bull Memorial Council, and other members of the Tall Bull Memorial Council who are here. Please raise your hands and be acknowledged. The Porcupine District of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe was also planning to be here today, but due to some last-minute logistical challenges, they're not able to receive bison this year. But we'd like to welcome any members from the tribe who are here today. Thank you so much for being here. And we look forward to the future, working with you in the future for the transfer. So standing behind me are students from the American Indian Academy of Denver, along with the founder and head of school, Terry Bissonette. Please give them a hand. Carrying on the history and traditions. Your history is interwoven with the story of the buffalo. And as we restore bison to tribal communities, we hope that you feel rejuvenated here today. For 36 years, the city auctioned off these surplus bison to keep our herds at a healthy size and to promote genetic diversity. In an effort to demonstrate our commitment to working with tribal communities, we now have a formal agreement in place that better aligns with our conservation work by transferring these animals to tribal land. Our work does not end here. We are partnering with the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society to launch a new internship program that will invite Native college students into the field to study and to work side by side with Denver Parks and Recreation, land managers, and the Denver Zoo conservation biologists. So will the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society members please raise your hands? And we have some members here from the Denver Zoo. If you'd please be acknowledged. Thank you so much. So recruitment for this internship is about to launch. So if you know of anyone who may be interested, please seek out one of our Denver Mountain Parks staff. Raise your hand, staff. Thank you. Or keep an eye out for the Native American Fish and Wildlife Society website for the announcement. The National Wildlife Federation has also helped us in this endeavor. We want to thank Daisy Purdy. Where are you, Daisy? She's back there? Yes. She's the Vice President of Community-Based Partnerships for the Federation, so thank you for being here. I would also like to acknowledge several members of our Parks and Recreation Advisory Board who've supported this program from the very beginning. Kate Fritz, raise your hand. Chandi Aldina and Pam Jiner, thank you for your ongoing support. And finally, I'd like to acknowledge the Denver Parks and Recreation team who have worked to make this tradition of the bison transfer a reality. Starting with Scott Gilmore, our fearless leader and visionary. This was his vision, working with the Tall Bull Memorial Council. Shannon Dennison, who is the director of Mountain Parks. Mike McCown, who's the field superintendent. And please, all the Mountain Park staff, please raise your hands and be acknowledged today for that. Thank you, thank you. And now I would like to turn it over to Raven Payment, who is the co-chair of the Denver American Indian Commission.
Buju and Denoe Maganaguk Ani. Hello, all of my relatives. I am Raven Payment. I am the co-chair with the Denver American Indian Commission. I actually wasn't planning on saying much today other than I am very honored and humbled to be here. And I would actually like to hand the microphone over to former co-chair and commissioner Danielle Seawalker, who is a citizen of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. And I feel like this is a little more meaningful and powerful to her right now. Thank you. Miigwech.
Ikhane washte, mitaku yapi Danielle Seawalker, machi yapi, mahu papa Lakota, na ocheti shakwe, mahata, Denver, Colorado, Elwati. Thank you everybody for being here. I am really appreciative to Scott Gilmore for setting this up and really working with the American Indian community in Denver to make this happen. This has been very special and a long time coming. I wanted to acknowledge the tribe, Standing Rock, Sioux Nation. Our relatives from the district of Porcupine were not able to make it. We've had some extremely bad blizzards up there recently, and the roadways have made it a big challenge to bring a big trailer and haul some of our four-legged relatives. But they're here in spirit, and we just want to acknowledge all the tribes that have come here, and I want to send blessings for them today as they make the journey back with our four-legged buffalo relatives to their new homelands. And I also wanted to acknowledge that Carla Respects Nothing is here as well. She's also Lakota and a part of the Denver American Indian Commission. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to introduce Richard Talbot from the Talbot Memorial Council, who has been with us every step of this journey. So, Richard.
Talbot Wanat, good morning. Welcome everybody to Cheyenne Treaty Land Territory. And I want to emphasize and acknowledge the city of Denver and the Parks and Rec for the Bison Exchange. Ho ho.
A man of few but very important words. Next, I'd like to introduce Jason Valdez from the Eastern Shoshone and Senior Tribal Buffalo Program Manager for the National Wildlife Federation, and also a board member of the Intertribal Buffalo Council. And Jason, thank you for all of your support through this effort.
Zansi good morning, Nyakit. I want to say good morning to each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank the city of Denver, Scott Gilmore, Shannon, Northern Arapaho Tribe, and recognize all the help here and support that they provide. I'd like to thank George and Amanda Hellier for coming up and helping haul buffalo today. So really pleased to be part of tribal buffalo restoration and how important it is for our people. It's culturally our life's commissary, very important to the landscape. So we're just very pleased to continue to bring more diversity to our buffalo herds there at Wind River, Eastern Shoshone Tribe, and the Northern Arapaho Tribe for continued support for bringing buffalo home. Thank you very much. Good morning.
And representing the Northern Arapaho Tribe, may I ask Kim Whiteman Harjo to please come forward.
Niakat. I'm Councilwoman Kim Whiteman Harjo from the Northern Arapaho Tribe. I'd like to thank everybody that's involved in the transfer of the buffalo. This is my second year being here for the transfer, and I'm really, really happy and excited. So for years, the buffalo have sustained us. Most all nations, all Indian nations in America. We've used them. Everything on the buffalo we've used to sustain our lives. They've taken care of us for all these years, generation after generation. And now it's our time. It's our time to take care of the buffalo and help them be sustained. I really, it's really, I mean, I had a loss of words. It's really overwhelming. Right now our buffalo herd is going to be about 70 head now with these new buffalo that we're going to be attaining today. It's been a hard road. There's a lot of things that we have learned along the way, and one of them is sustaining the land also. So now in this year, in this era, there's a lot of fencing going on. There's the land that the buffalo have roamed on is not as it used to be. Buffalo help sustain the land. They rebuild the land. A lot of people don't know that, so I'm letting you know that now. Not only do buffalo sustain us, but they sustain our land. My brothers, Jason Brown and Dennis O'Neill, are the stewards for the Northern Arapaho Tribe, along with their crew. And I'm real happy to hear that there's going to be an internship for buffalo. We have a lot of young, interested people that want to do this job and keep the conservation going. So ho-ho, I'd like to thank the mayor, the city of Denver. Is he here? Is the mayor here?
He wasn't able to make it.
Okay. The mayor, the city of Denver, the Parks and Recreation, the Conservation District, the Tall Bull Memorial Council, and everybody else that was involved, especially the Park and Recreation people that are on the ground, and all the people that take care of the buffalo. Ho ho.
I also want to acknowledge Teresa Hiss Chase, also a member of the Northern Arapaho Business Council.
Ina dos spesi ne te ena nana na ka se ni be hinana e se na ka hito na se na ni itha chana ta hanta ta na thena he wan ha hana be hina he the nan hat ka hoot that hat te ni chia ha ho ha thana bisi hit ninetana wani se te hithi he the nan. Good morning, everybody. My name is Teresa Hiss Chase. I'm a councilwoman of the Northern Arapaho Tribe. I'm happy to be here. I'm so thankful for all of you for this, for bringing us all together. I'm glad that the Creator can bring us all together for this beautiful day. Since time immemorial, we have had a close relationship with our relatives, the buffalo. We had over 500 daily uses of the buffalo, and we want to continue to educate our children so that they can have this knowledge and continue to pass this knowledge down to the future generations. With our buffalo planning back home, we're planning to provide for our people back home and get the buffalo back into the diets as it should be so that we can all be healthy again. And the buffalo will help us. Our elders said that when we first brought the buffalo back, years back, when they first came back home to us, then the buffalo was the missing link. And after we brought the buffalo back, then the elders said that now our tribal members can heal. Now everything's going to go good for us now. We've been through so much, and that was the missing link. And so we're really thankful for our relationship with the buffalo, our relationship with all of you. And for everybody back home that takes care of our buffalo, we're so thankful for all the work that you do. Thank you so much. Haho hathana, visihit ne te ena. Na asa haho.
Thank you so much, Teresa. We're all very glad to be part of that healing link. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Richard Grounds, who's a member of the Yuchi tribe, a new tribe involved in the transfer this year, and we're very excited to begin that journey as well.
Okay, ha. Yuji hana no son kene no. Wedinga ayo son ke ayo. Ko chatla diki ayo son ke ayo. Nafagale no we onkaju tahe o confete. Ake go hani shehina ake hon wedini. So ake on kyawani. San like on lahite. Onkaju tahe o confete. I'm Dr. Richard Grounds, the Yuchi Nation from Oklahoma. We are in a major challenge to bring back our original language, our Yuchi language I'm speaking to you in now. And I'm talking to our relatives, these buffalo over here. I'm talking to our relatives, our different indigenous nations. And I'm talking to all of us. We've got to pull together, work together to move it forward. That's what our old people tell us. And I will just say a little bit to update you, inform you a little bit about what our process is, what this is really about. It's about healing. It's about reconnecting to the earth in a good way, our relatives. And our people have been singing a song at our ceremonies every year after the summer solstice. We have our main ceremonies, Iapani, Onkani. And we have a special song that keeps that connection with the buffalo. But when we began to work to bring back our language, my grandmother grew up, didn't know English, only spoke Yuchi language. But we had to work with other people's grandparents who were born that World War II generation, the greatest generation. They were born in mostly the 1920s, 100 years ago now. And they hadn't seen buffalo. Their parents hadn't seen buffalo. Their grandparents had never been around. But the southern herd was wiped out in the 1850s, part of that assault. And what this is about is restoring those connections. And it may surprise some of you to realize that even our people in the East, we had connection with the buffalo. We've been singing that song. For 200 years, our people were kicked out of our old homelands in what became the colonial states of Georgia and Alabama. And the historians and the government reporters began to say, those Yuchis, you know, they're extinct. I found that in books when I was in grad school in Princeton. And I told our elders that when we got back home for our ceremonies. And our elder Moskawi said, Yuchihane no son kene no. We Yuchi people, we're still here. And that's what I was saying to the Waidinga. You all are still here. We're here where we belong. And we need that connection. That's part of the healing. That's part of the restoration. And so I just want to remind everyone that even though we're not in the last stronghold of the buffalo, they were going all the way over there back in the day, in the pre-colonial days. And so we have that song, and we're very honored to have a few head coming our way. 4 is a good number for us. It's like a sacred number, and it's a start. And we have much appreciation to the Tall Bulls, helping to make this happen, connecting our different indigenous nations, and the Denver Parks Authority, Shannon, Scott. You know, it takes people of goodwill to make good things happen, and this is part of an ongoing healing process, and we're honored to be here. Blessings for all of you. Kedatalaha.
Thank you, Dr. Grounds, and let's thank again all of our elders who've shared their wisdom with us this morning. And now it's time to turn it over to our young generation who will continue the traditions. And I want to introduce the members of the Denver American Indian Academy and Terry Bissonette for a special presentation. May I ask Sid Whiting, Bill Tallbull, Jason Valdez, Dr. Grounds, and Kim Whitehead Harjo to please come forward.
Can we do it one at a time?
Yes.
Okay. Terry Bissonette, Indigenous Kazganoje Kaning and Dojaba Makwa Dodem. Thank you all for being here. My name is Terry Bissonette. I am the founder and head of School of American Indian Academy of Denver. I want to just say a few things. I'm not on the agenda, so I apologize, and thank the City and County of Denver for allowing me to say a few words about our first honoree. But I do want to mention something about our students here. When we first opened this school, most of our students identify with being inner city youth. That's their identity. Many of them knew that they were indigenous. Many of them knew that they were native, but they didn't know necessarily the tribe. They didn't know very, very much at all. And that was intentionally done through boarding schools and other forms of cultural genocide, so that our children would continue to feel lost and not know exactly who they are. And I apologize, but I get emotional. I was hoping to actually honor Sid Whiting at Denver March Powwow, and it didn't work out. So I'm really thankful to have this opportunity. I do not know of a community member in Denver who has given more of themselves than Sid Whiting. Last year, we had a group of students here. I think there was only maybe 10 to 12 of our cultural immersion students. And due really to Sid's efforts and some of our other teachers at our school, we've doubled that. We have 22 students in our cultural immersion program. And that's really due to the efforts of Sid Whiting. He has touched not only at our school, but so many of the lives of our children in the Denver metro area. And if it wasn't for people like him, our cultural practices here in Denver, this is kind of no man's land. This has always been the crossroads of Indian country. When we first started talking about building this school, I often got the response of, there's Native Americans here, because our reservations are so far away, and almost all of the ancestral tribes here were violently expelled from this area. And so if it wasn't for people like Sid, we wouldn't still have that flame lit. And I'm so excited to see that there's so many of our kids now who have a better understanding of who they are and where they come from. That is really what our school has always been about, is to help our children to remember. And to reclaim the genius of their ancestors. And I just want to thank Sid. 3 of our high school students who have been working with Sid, at least for the last couple of years, wanted to do the honoring, and they are going to put the blanket around Sid. One of the things, as we call our honorees up, we have groups of students that are going to come and thank them with a blanket. These blankets really represent the transition of the buffalo from the city and county of Denver to these tribal nations. And I just want to mention one thing. I had somebody said to me this morning, it's really too bad that our entire school can't be here. And I agree. I wish all of our kids could be here, but it's really, really important, because this is not just a presentation of our culture. This is our culture in action. And it's really important for those students who have sought it out, who actually ask questions, who want to be a part of it, to learn our cultural protocols. And so this is always a learning experience for our students. And so with that, I want to make sure that we do things in the right way. And so I'm going to ask that each of the honorees, as we call them up, they'll be standing in a line up here. And then as the honoring song starts, our students will go by to shake hands with the honorees. And then I'm asking whoever would like to come and shake hands with our honorees. And then that will, then we can conclude the program after that. So I appreciate it, and thank you for the time.
Carrie, thanks for all you do.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to just call the next
So our next honoree is Bill Tallbull. Our next honoree is Jason Valdez. Dr. Richard Grounds from the Yuchi tribe. and Kim Whiteman Harjo from the Northern Arapaho tribe. So we will now have a concluding honors song. The young people will lead all of us in recognizing and congratulating our honorees today. And following that, the Bison transfer begins.
They know. They'll figure it out. Watch out.